Alright, Bench, Eddie, should we go and have a look at what we've done? Come on in. Right, Jim. Bench, going this way. I'm going this way. You come in. So I was busy yesterday, where we had to sort of secure the fence for Benji here, where he could climb on the filtery thing for the septic tank. We've now covered and sort of fenced it off like so, but we've also made it so it can be sort of trellis like, and so we can grow stuff up there. Sorry about if there's any wind interference today, because it's windy again, just for a change. I've made a planter all the way around, which we're just doing sort of no dig, putting cardboard on top of the grass. I'm going to fill that in with some of that topsoil that I bought, and then we're actually going to try courgettes and zucchinis in here rather than flowers. I'm running out of space in my kitchen garden, so I've got a feeling that this will work quite nicely. Can't grow anything too close to the fence because of the cows, but to be fairly honest, the cows are staying away for some reason. Wonder why that is, Bench. I wonder why that is. What do you reckon?
It's Easter Sunday. We've been to the car boot, we're doing some work. I've done quite a bit already today. I've been putting on these agastache. I think they're corn cockle, I'm not sure. I've just put some stuff there ready that I'm going to plant out, but I've been potting on all these Rebecchias because I had to finish those off. We watched Gardener's World from Friday night, last night, and Monty Don said to cut the tops off the cosmos to stop them from getting too leggy. So I did that with all my cosmos plants. I've got quite a few on the floor down here, but there's some over here and some over here. The sunflowers desperately need planting out, but I've got loads of stuff. So I've made myself a little pile of things that I want to plant out. So I've got some these ones, hang on a minute. Oh no, they're agastache. The other ones are agrostemma. There you go. Agastache. I've got some lupins, some snapdragons, and some foxgloves that I think I'm going to go put in the front garden. So I've got loads of other plants, but it's just that front garden is a bit shaded. It's very clay, so I'm not quite sure what's going to work there. Then I've got quite a lot of pots that I want to plant into, but it's just a case of getting the compost. Because I don't want to fill them all with compost because it's too much compost. So filling them with like rougher stuff from the bottom of our compost bin, and then putting some topsoil and then compost on the top. It's quite time consuming, so I've got that to do. And I also got some more seeds that I want to do. Zinnias, gazanias, I think. Some red echinacea and a couple of salvias, which, hang on. So these are the salvias that I took cuttings from last year. That one's come on nicely. That's a blue one. And I've got the same on this side as well. And then I've got all these lavender cuttings that I need to repot into individual pots because they're all in multi-pots, so I need to do that. It's a lot to do. My next job on the list is to repot these echinacea into individual pots, bigger pots, to bring them on a bit further before I plant them out in the garden. So I'm going to get on with that. It's 4:30 and I haven't stopped. I've repotted like into bigger pots fuchsias, echinaceas, rudbeckias, agrostemma. I've planted out all those plants that I showed you in the front. I planted some evening primrose in Darren's like woodland section. I planted some rudbeckias over near the apple tree. What else have I done? Oh, I planted some more, it'll come to me in a second, marigolds in amongst Darren's veggies. I did a pot of a mixed stuff. I did the seeds that I said I was going to do. I've just been round and watered all the Alison that I planted over the last couple of days in amongst the lavenders, because the lavender plants are still quite small, so I wanted Alison in between the lavenders just to fill it out. They were tiny. I'm just hoping they'll survive because they're looking a bit limp. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll survive. But from this angle, everything's looking pretty good. The main job that I didn't do, so that's probably a tomorrow job, is planting out the sunflowers because they desperately need to go out, and I don't think they can stay in my greenhouse much longer, but I just haven't got the energy to do them today. I also repotted some roses that I'd taken cuttings from. I've done loads. It's looking more sparse in here, but soon all these seeds will come up and I'll be back to square one.
The water butt is running dry. Just hardly any rain still. Had about 2 days in the last month or so. Okay, things are really coming on. We've been really busy with stuff, so I haven't vlogged for 4 or 5 days. Kirsten's mum not very well at all, and we had to rush over to Nottinghamshire yesterday to check up on her. So yeah, haven't done a lot in the garden, but things are really progressing. Look at that pak choi. Any pak choi recipes, let us know, because we put them in stir fry. I have very little other knowledge of any recipes. There's that red one as well, or purple one. Looks really good. I've just watered everything. We have got a team meeting for our business today, so I've got a few hours away from the garden, but then I shall crack on with some jobs this afternoon. It's the state of the greenhouse now, all looking good. I've got zucchinis, zucchinis, whatever you want to call them, to plant up or plant out soon. Everything says sort of later May, but I've just looked at the forecast. The next 10 days are pretty good. I mean, look at those. They're ready to move on. I don't know whether to risk them in a few days' time. Kirsten's greenhouse is looking good. And the fruit cage is looking pretty good as well. Worked out the 20 raspberry canes, the autumn fruiting ones. Something like 17 are looking good, 3 a bit dubious. Those summer ones I moved from the rhubarb patch, and I've put the 3 or 4 that had any signs of life into there, but it's hardly anything, so not too confident about those. I think I'll just stick to the autumn fruiting ones in the future. There's a Jenny. Hello. The lavender and the alyssum coming on slowly, but all looks alive, which is good. And this is where we're going to plant those courgette zucchinis. Maybe in the next few days, or do we wait on? I don't know. Some people will tell me to wait on. Some people say, yeah, we put ours out now. Anyway, we'll see. We've put a bit new planting in here as well. So quite a lot of new stuff has gone into there. And Kirsten wants to get some more planting done this afternoon after we've finished our business work. So that should be good. And those potatoes that I put in the sort of old traditional way in the trenches, Maris Piper main crop, are all coming through now, which is good because we should have had our last frost. So I shouldn't need to protect those. We have yet another beautiful day. So we're going to work on this border. If you look close, it's quite weedy. Stop eating the plants. There's a lot of the bluebells and the perennial cornflower has come up. A lot of it looks really good, but there's some areas that we don't particularly want it. We don't want it just to take over. So we're going to cut little sort of paths in between. And then we'll just tidy up, de-weed, some sort of, is it dock or something like that over there. So from this tree, this beech tree, we shall work on this area today. Ready? Bench. So me and Kirsten been busy on this section this afternoon. So you might not notice a huge difference, but we have took a big truckload of weeds out, done lots of planting. I won't go into everything that we've planted, but there's been a lot of stuff. There's a good 20-30 of Kirsten's seedlings gone into there. We've also sown some patches of poppies. That's the darker soil. But had a real good weed, got rid of a lot of rubbish from there, made some sort of definite paths through the bluebells and the cornflower as well. So yeah, very happy with that, looking good. Move on to the next section tomorrow. It's so hot. Can't believe it's still April. Yeah, we've been working on the main border, me and Kirsten, today. Got the male fishing, well, my fishing umbrella up for the dogs. Because it is just so hot. So we've worked, that was the bit that we did yesterday. And then this is the bit that we've done today. So we've cleared sort of paths through so we can walk and reach everything. So there's going to be a path down there and towards the back, and then planted up in here. So it doesn't look an awful lot at the moment, but it's really coming on. And if you look at it from there, when that's all filled out and all the daffodils have gone down, that will really start to look like something. So I've ordered another 3 big sort of, what I call ton bags, but I don't think they're actually a ton. But the big bags of topsoil, I've ordered another 3, another 150 quid's worth. So it's really good stuff, and it's a lot better than the stuff that was on ours, which is very, very clayey and hard to work. So wherever we can, we're going to try and get a couple of inches of that on top of the existing stuff. Eventually, I'll be adding our own homemade compost to the beds all the time. But Jenny's having a drink. But we haven't got any of our homemade compost properly ready yet. So I have decided I am going to extend the woodland section now that we know we're going to have plenty of soil. So I'm going to incorporate this viburnum, and we're going to start at this side of the bench, and eventually all of this will be part of the woodland planting. So I'll start that now. I've got a bit of cardboard in the garage, so we'll just extend it about 1 metre today, and then gradually work our way that way. Hello. It's a bit cooler in here. So yeah, this is the bits of cardboard I've got. So I've got to get all this tape off and then cut it to size. This is not going to be easy. That's not too bad. Yeah, cut it to size and then just put the topsoil on top of there, and eventually this will rot down, kill all the grass underneath, and we should have a new bed. You coming to help? Yeah? Go on. No? Come on. Where is she? Come on, old girl. I'm not talking to you, Kirsten. Come on. Right, so that piece was perfect. What is it, about 1 metre by 2 metres? But I just wanted to extend it there, so I'll put this down here. About there, I reckon. And I'll fill that with soil. And that can be a bit of an extension, and then we'll work around that tree next time we do anything. So 3 barrow loads of topsoil later, and we have the extension to the woodland section. so that'll all merge in fairly soon. It's about 2 inches deep, just straight onto that sort of quadruple thickness cardboard. So we're going to plant, well, I'm going to sow direct some seed into here, some foxglove, some aquilegius, and some 1 or 2 other bits and pieces that we've got knocking around, maybe some poppies as well, because things will find it tough to go through that cardboard for quite a while. It's really, really thick cardboard, but that is so much easier than digging out the whole of the turf and digging out an extension to the border. This no dig gardening is a real lazy bastards version of gardening, which I am enjoying. So yeah, we'll get planted up in the next few days and see how that goes, and then eventually incorporate this shrub all the way to the bench. But that's it for this week. I'm going to call it a day now, try and get this edited. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing if you already have. If you haven't, please subscribe, it really helps the channel. Positive comment, thumbs up, all that malarkey. Appreciate it all, guys, and see you in the next week or so.